Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I have a clip that I want to share with you guys, and this is why I entitled this "Why Black Women Choose Children Over Marriage," because the going narrative is that Black women do not by and large choose to be single mothers. This is just a circumstance that happens to them because of the absentee men, and because the men don't want to be fathers, and the men don't want to take responsibility for what they had a hand in creating, which is the child. Now, well, that may be true in some cases. It's not true in the majority of cases. And Black women always sort of tell on themselves or what have you, and then try to come back to the old narrative as if they did not blow that narrative out of the water. So what I want to do is play a clip. I'm probably going to play it at least twice and let you guys hear a Black woman explain why she would rather have a child than a marriage. So without too much further ado, here we go.
Very interesting point of view.
Yeah. No, I get the take. I respect.
I'd rather be a mom before I be a wife.
Really? That is very interesting.
Wow.
I just rather cater to a child than
a husband.
And when you're a wife,
You don't need to get
no, but when
You don't need
just
to
think
get
when you're a wife,
married.
you're a mom. You still have to find time to be yourself, and I'd rather just find time to be a mom and just be myself as of right now.
Okay.
And
No, I get it.
I'm gonna tell you, this thing
that's-
is on high.
it's just I'd rather be a mom right now. So
That's a very interesting point of view.
Yeah.
No, I get the take. I respect.
I'd rather be a mom before I be a wife.
Really? That is very interesting.
Wow.
I just rather cater to a child than
a husband.
And when you're a wife,
You don't need to get
no, but when
You don't need
just
to
think
get
when you're a wife,
married.
you're a mom. You still have to find time to be yourself, and I'd rather just find time to be a mom and just be myself as of right now.
Okay.
And
No, I get it.
I'm gonna tell you, this thing is on high.
it's just I'd rather be a mom right now. So
That's a very interesting point of view.
Yeah.
No, I get the take. I respect.
I'd rather be.
Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing that. There you have it. Rather be a mom than a wife. Just plain out straight like that. And I find it interesting that they will then come behind it. And when they become single mothers, they will blame the men for not wanting to be with them and not creating a family with them and not creating this whole thing with them. But the reality is they never wanted that. They never wanted that from the men. They don't pursue it. They don't seek it. They don't accept it. And it's really for selfish reasons. And that's why the other girl laughed and said, you don't need to be married. And she don't. The reason why they would rather have children than become a wife, first of all, like I said, it dispels the talking point that Black women don't choose single motherhood purposely. They purposely choose. This is why I've been banging on single mothers. And you know what? This wasn't even planned for me to bang on single motherhood like I've been doing the last week or so. But it's just been coming up more and more and more, the dysfunction of it all. And I got to speak on it because it's such a rampant mindset among Black women, generally speaking, that there's nothing wrong with being a single mom. But then you also have a contingent of Black women that's coming out and asking for the masculinity of men because they pretended for so long not to know what men did and to only believe that men brought money to the table and that was it. Now you're seeing that Black women actually do understand what men bring to the table. They just have been actively denying and avoiding it because what men actually do and the masculinity that men actually have holds women accountable. And this is the main thing that they're actually dodging when they dodge marriage, like bullets in the matrix, like the Neo. Okay. Because they choose single motherhood. It is not something that is just happening to all of them. And Black men are just crap because they don't want to be dads. Y'all don't want to be wives. You don't want to marry before you carry. So when you actively avoid marrying before you carry, then you actively choose single motherhood, because the biological urge to birth a child is present in 99% of all women. Even women that are not physically capable to do so, due to infertility issues or whatever, issues with their reproductive system, what have you, illnesses, what have you. Even women who are unable or who find difficulty in getting pregnant and having children desire the child, because that's a biological imperative for us. There's only a handful of women, percentage-wise, over the earth that don't get the baby fever at any point in their life. So you have a biological imperative to want to become a mother, but you are purposely eschewing the best circumstance in order to become a mother. And it's all for selfish reasons. They choose mothering over wifehood because they can control the dynamic of the parent-child relationship. In a healthy marriage, they cannot control the husband-wife dynamic. The man actually controls that, and this is in a healthy relationship. So they want to, what you heard her say was, I want to be able to raise a child because I can control the dynamic of that relationship without having any external system, order, and structure applied to me. So I'm able to be as chaotic as I want to be, raise this child as chaotically as I want to raise them, however I see fit. Doesn't matter what anybody says, because I don't want any outside external authority, specifically male authority, to tell me what to do with this child. This includes the child's biological father, whether we're married or not, because somehow Black women think that if you're not married to that man, that he's not the father of that child, even if he's the father of that child. I don't know where y'all get that. Where they do that at? They do that where y'all from? Because I don't get that part. On the other hand, marriage has a requirement. And in a healthy one, like I said, she does not control the relationship dynamic. And it creates an accountability for her. In a marriage, she can't be completely unaccountable, and she can't be completely selfish. She has to have some sense of selflessness, and she has to have accountability to her family. Not only because the child can't really hold her accountable, but her man can, her husband can. And that is what she's actually actively avoiding in this situation. So because she's ready to avoid accountability at every turn and in every instance possible, Black women, by and large, would rather choose the dysfunction and the incomplete and proven failed family structure of single motherhood over a healthy, functional nuclear family in which to raise children. Tell me that's not the face of dysfunction. Tell me that's not the heart of dysfunction. That Black women are so incredibly selfish that they think that they can have healthy, well-rounded children that grow into healthy, well-rounded adults without the input of a father that live with their children, not that co-parenting crap or none of that other alternative crap that does not work. I don't know why Black women think that they can come outside of biology, outside of what humans have understood to work for millennia, and think that they can come up with a better outcome. And no matter how many times it failed, they keep going down that same dead end road. Like, Where's y'all brain? It's just unimaginable to me that you can be so incredibly blind and so incredibly stupid. No matter how many Black women walk down that dead end road, you think you're going to find a light at the end of the tunnel? You think you're going to find a way around the dead end? You're not. You're not a special snowflake. You're not going to find a different way. You're not going to be able to buck tradition. It's a reason why humans came up with certain traditions that have endured. It's because they work. The trial and error has already been done, and this is what works more often than not. It is better to raise children in a complete family structure because it's more likely that they have a better outcome. And it is more likely that a child raised by a single mother without any type of help or support and no type of input, real input of the father, it is more likely that that child grow up with problems and be unsuccessful in life. This is statistically proven. This is anecdotally proven. This is proven by data. What more y'all want? You just want to be magical. That's where Black girl magic come from, because you think that if you just wish hard enough, it'll be different. The reality will be different, and it's not. I fear for y'all. I really do. Because it's like, at this point, you're just willfully ignorant. And that's never a good space. In any case, I wanted to offer my perspective on that. Everybody jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.